Be me. 24, absolute piece of garbage, human being but somehow charming. Work at a tech startup, talk about AI and VR all day. Meet this girl at a coffee shop, let's call her Rachel. She's 22, sweet, kind of sheltered, believes everything anyone tells her. Perfect target. I'm ashamed to admit I thought that immediately. Start dating her. She's really into me for some reason. Probably because I pretend to be deep and intellectual. One night we're watching some sci-fi movie at my place. She's going on about how crazy it would be if we lived in a simulation. Light bulb moment, the worst idea I've ever had. What if I told you we actually do? She laughs, thinks I'm joking. No, I'm serious. I've been wanting to tell you for weeks. Her smile fades. She's looking at me confused. What are you talking about? Go full method actor mode, make my face dead serious. Rachel, this reality? It's not real. We're in an advanced simulation run by alien overlords. She's staring at me like I just told her Santa isn't real. That's insane. How would you even know that? Here comes the biggest lie of my life. Because I'm one of the administrators. I was sent here to monitor things and I wasn't supposed to tell anyone, but I trust you. She's processing this. I can see the gears turning. You're messing with me, right? Shake my head slowly. Maintain eye contact. I wish I was, but think about it. All those deja vu moments, glitches in the code, dreams that feel too real, memory uploads being tested. She's quiet for a long minute. This is crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but you have to trust me. She does, because she's naive and I'm a manipulative asshole. So what does this mean? Smile like I'm letting her in on the universe's biggest secret. It means you're special. Not everyone gets told the truth. The overlords are watching you specifically. Her eyes go wide. Why me? They're testing you, seeing how you react to different scenarios, how you handle relationships, stress, everything. Plant the seed early, makes what comes later easier. She's buying every word, I can tell. What kind of tests? I can't tell you everything. That would invalidate the results, but I can guide you through them. She nods, looking scared and excited at the same time. Over the next few weeks, I feed her more and more garbage. Tell her that certain numbers are significant, that she needs to pay attention to synchronicities. She starts seeing patterns everywhere because that's what happens when you tell someone to look for them. I saw 1111 3 times today. What does it mean? The overlords are confirming they're watching. You're doing well. This is so messed up, but I keep going. Here's where it gets worse. Start seeing other girls on the side. Meet up with this girl named Jessica while Rachel thinks I'm at work. One day, Rachel almost catches me texting Jessica. Who's that? Don't even hesitate. I'm a terrible person. That's another administrator. We have to coordinate. Sometimes. She accepts it because she trusts me completely. A few weeks later, she actually sees me having coffee with Jessica. Calls me immediately. She sounds upset. I saw you with that girl. What's going on? Here's where I really crossed the line. Rachel, calm down. This is one of the tests. What? The overlords are testing your ability to handle complex relationship dynamics. In the simulation, traditional human concepts of monogamy are being studied. Long silence on her end. So you're dating other people? I'm fulfilling my role as an administrator. These interactions are part of the research. You need to understand that this reality operates differently than you thought. Can hear her breathing hard. She's trying not to cry. But I thought we were together. We are, but we're also part of something bigger. The overlords specifically designed this scenario to see how you'd react. If you freak out, you fail the test. Evil genius move. Make her feel like she's the one who has to prove something. I don't want to fail. Then you have to trust the process. Trust me. She does, because I've broken her brain. Continue seeing multiple girls openly now. Bring Jessica around. Tell Rachel it's all part of the test. Rachel is clearly miserable, but keeps telling herself it's for a higher purpose. One night she breaks down crying. I can't do this anymore. It hurts too much. Hold her while she cries, still gaslighting. I know it's hard, but you're so close to ascending to the next level. The overlords are impressed with your progress. Really? Yes, but this is the final test. If you can accept that love in the simulation is different than you were programmed to believe, you'll transcend. She wipes her tears, trying to be strong. Okay, I'll try. Feel absolutely nothing. I'm a monster. Months go by, she's a shell of who she was. Started dressing differently, acting weird, talking about the simulation to her friends. They think she's losing it, distance themselves from her. She comes to me one day looking exhausted. Everyone thinks I'm crazy. That's because they're not enlightened like you. They're NPCs, non-player characters. They don't know the truth, further isolating her from reality, from anyone who might talk sense into her. So I'm alone? You have me, and you have the overlords watching over you. She seems reassured by this, which is sad. Her mom calls her one day while we're together. After the call, she tells me her family wants her to see a therapist. This could ruin everything. That might actually be good. She looks surprised. Really? Yeah, but you need to see someone who understands simulation theory. I know a guy. The guy is my friend Marcus, who I've known since high school. He's not a therapist. He dropped out of community college twice. But he owes me money and needs cash. Pay him $200 to pretend to be a therapist. Brief him on the whole simulation story. Tell him to reinforce it. Rachel goes to see him the next week. Comes back looking relieved. He believes me. He said everything you've been telling me makes sense. See? I told you that you weren't crazy. Marcus texts me later. Dude, this is messed up, but easiest money I ever made. Tell him to keep it going. I'll pay him per session. Rachel starts seeing fake therapist Marcus twice a week. Each time she comes back more convinced she's in a simulation. Marcus tells her things like, your boyfriend being with other women is actually healing for you. It's breaking down your programmed jealousy response. She's actually starting to believe that her pain is growth. This is psychological torture at this point. Bring home a third girl one night, named Ashley. Rachel is there, sees us. She just smiles sadly and goes to the bedroom. Later, she tells me she meditated through it, like Marcus suggested. I'm learning to detach from earthly emotions. She's completely broken and thinks she's enlightened. A few months later, I'm at a party with Jessica and Ashley. Rachel shows up because I forgot I told her about it. She sees me with both of them, arm around each. Walks up to us, everyone goes quiet. Think this is finally it? She's gonna snap. Instead, she just looks at me with empty eyes. I understand now. This is the ultimate test. Turns around and leaves. Jessica leans over. Dude, what was that about? Don't worry about it. Get a text from Rachel an hour later. I think I'm ready to ascend. The overlords have shown me that attachment is the root of suffering. She's quoting Buddhism now, but twisting it to fit my narrative. This has gone too far, but I'm in too deep to stop. Her friend calls me a week later, angry. What did you do to her? She's not eating, barely sleeps, keeps talking about simulations and tests. She's going through something, she'll be fine. She needs real help. Hang up on her friend. Rachel starts leaving me weird gifts. One day it's a notebook filled with diagrams about the simulation. Another day it's a letter thanking me for choosing her as a test subject. Test subject, those were her words. She fully sees herself as an experiment now. Brings her to meet my parents for some holiday. Mom pulls me aside. Is she okay? She seems very spacey. She's fine, just spiritual. During dinner, Rachel barely speaks, just observes everyone like she's studying specimens. Dad asks her about work and she says work is just another layer of the illusion. Awkward silence. After we leave, Mom texts me. That girl needs help, something is wrong. Ignore the text. Rachel's family stages an intervention. They get her to see a real therapist. Panic because this could expose everything. But Rachel refuses to talk to the real therapist. Tells them that I already connected her with someone who understands. They ask for Marcus's credentials. I forge some documents, print them out, make it look official. Show Rachel's family fake licenses, fake degrees. They're satisfied because they're desperate for her to get help. Real therapist apparently told Rachel's mom that she shows signs of delusional thinking. Mom asks me if I've noticed anything. She's always been a little out there, very creative mind. Redirect, deflect, gaslight everyone around her too. One day, Rachel tells me she wants to meet the overlords. That's not how it works. They exist in a higher dimension. But you communicate with them, right? Have to think fast. I receive downloads, like software updates. Information just appears in my consciousness. She nods like this makes perfect sense. Can I get downloads too? You already are, you just don't recognize them yet. Keep meditating. She meditates for hours now, sometimes entire days. Lost her job because she stopped showing up. Told her boss that work was incompatible with her ascension process. She moves in with me because she can't afford her place anymore. My apartment becomes her prison, though she doesn't see it that way. She sees it as her training ground. Start bringing girls over even more frequently. Rachel just sits in the corner meditating while I'm with other women in the same room. Jessica asked me one day, why is she always here? This is weird. She's going through some stuff, just ignore her. Jessica's getting uncomfortable with the situation. Eventually she stops coming around, says I'm too weird. Don't care, find another girl within a week. Rachel sees this new girl, doesn't even react. She's completely numb now. Writes in her journal every day about passing tests and earning ascension points. I read the journal one day while she's meditating. Page after page of rationalizations for why I treat her terribly. He dates others to teach me about unconditional love. Pain is the simulation's way of grinding down my ego. I am grateful for every test, even the ones that hurt. Feel nothing reading this. I'm too far gone myself. Her brother shows up at my door one day, angry. What are you doing to my sister? I don't know what you mean. She's not herself anymore. She talks like she's in a cult. She's just exploring spirituality. He gets in my face. If you've heard her, I swear. Rachel appears behind me, calm as ever. It's okay. He doesn't understand. He's not ready for the truth. Her brother looks at her, horrified. Rachel, please come home with me. This is my home. This is where I need to be for the tests. He leaves, defeated. Get a letter from her family's lawyer a week later. They're considering trying to get power of attorney, claiming she's not mentally competent. Show Rachel the letter. She laughs. They're trying to pull me back into the illusion. Exactly. But don't worry. The overlords won't let that happen. Letter gets dropped eventually. They can't prove anything legally. Continue this nightmare existence for another year. Rachel is unrecognizable from the girl I met. Lost weight, stopped caring about appearance, eyes are dull, but she still tells me that she loves me every single day. I love you for showing me the truth. I know. Don't say it back. Never have. She doesn't care. Thinks love shouldn't need reciprocation. Fake therapist Marcus calls me one day. Man, I can't do this anymore. She's really messed up. You're getting paid, aren't you? Yeah, but this feels wrong. Just keep telling her she's making progress. He reluctantly agrees, needs the money. Rachel tells me one day that Marcus said she's almost ready to meet the overlords. I never told Marcus to say that. What exactly did he say? He said that my ego death is nearly complete and soon I'll be able to perceive higher dimensional beings. Marcus improvising now, making stuff up. Text him. Stop adding your own lore to the story. He responds, she's so far gone, she's creating her own delusions. I'm just playing along. Realize I've created something that's now beyond my control. She's not just believing what I tell her anymore. She's generating her own simulation mythology. Starts talking about timelines, parallel realities, quantum consciousness. None of this came from me. It's all her now. One night she tells me she can see code in the air. Like the Matrix? Yes, exactly like that. Numbers and symbols floating everywhere. She's hallucinating. This is bad. Even for me, this is bad. But I don't stop. Don't get her real help. Just tell her it means she's leveling up. A few weeks later, she stops eating almost entirely. Food is too physical. I'm trying to become more energetic. She's skeletal, looks sick. Force her to eat sometimes. Tell her the overlords need her to maintain the vessel. She eats when I frame it that way. Her family tries one more intervention. They show up with the real therapist. Her mom is crying. Baby, please, you need help, real help. Rachel looks at them with pity. You're all still asleep. I can't come back to the dream. They're begging her, crying. It's a horrible scene. She's unmoved, completely detached from their emotions. They leave eventually. Her mom gives me a look of pure hatred. You did this to her. Just close the door. Rachel turns to me smiling. I passed another test, didn't I? Yes, you did. She hugs me. I feel nothing. Months continue. She deteriorates further. Stops bathing regularly, stops sleeping normal hours. Meditates at random times, has conversations with entities I can't see. Brings home another girl. Rachel is sitting cross-legged on the floor. The new girl named Taylor whispers to me, Is she okay? She's fine, artistic type. Taylor's clearly uncomfortable but stays anyway. We hook up in the bedroom. Rachel is still meditating in the living room. Afterwards, Taylor leaves quickly, says she can't come back. Your roommate or whoever she is weirds me out. She's not my roommate. Then what is she? It's complicated. Taylor blocks my number the next day. Don't care. Always more fish in the sea. Rachel asked me one morning, Do you love any of them? No. Do you love me? Pause for a second. Consider lying. Love is a construct of the simulation. She smiles like I just said something profound. You're right. I need to transcend these limited concepts. She's helping me gaslight her at this point. Coming up on 2 years of this insanity. She barely leaves the apartment now, afraid of corrupting her progress. I come and go as I please, see whoever I want. She waits for me like a loyal dog, broken and devoted. Her old friends find me on social media. What happened to Rachel? She won't answer our messages. She's on a spiritual journey, needs space. They don't buy it, but there's nothing they can do. One of them comments, "You destroyed her. Block them all." Rachel finds out about the comments somehow. They don't understand that destruction is necessary for rebirth. Exactly. She's literally justifying her own psychological destruction. Fake therapist Marcus calls me drunk one night. "Dude, I had a dream about her. I feel terrible about what we did." "We? You got paid to have conversations, that's it." "Man, she's a person, a real person, and we messed her up. She was naive, would have fallen for something eventually." "That doesn't make it okay." Hang up on him, he's getting annoying. He texts me the next day apologizing for being emotional. Tell him to keep seeing Rachel, increase his pay. Money talks, morals walk. Rachel starts writing letters to the overlords, leaves them in specific patterns around the apartment. One day I find 50 folded papers arranged in a spiral on the floor. What's this? A message to the higher dimensions. The pattern amplifies the signal. She's completely gone. No coming back from this. Normal person would stop, would get her committed, would do something. I just step over the papers and go about my day. She thanks me for not disrupting the pattern. Her mom makes one final attempt, shows up with police for a welfare check. Cops talk to Rachel, ask if she's being held against her will. No, I'm exactly where I need to be. Ask if she's being hurt or abused. No, I'm being tested and I'm grateful for it. Cops look at me. I shrug. She's an adult, free to make her own choices. They can't do anything. She's not an immediate danger to herself or others. Her mom is sobbing as they leave. Rachel closes the door. Another test passed. High-five her, ironically. She high-fives back seriously. The gap between her reality and actual reality is now an unbridgeable chasm. Meet someone new, named Diana. Actually kind of like her. Bring her around more than the others. Rachel notices, asks me about it. Is she special? Think about lying. Decide on a worse truth. The overlords assigned her to me. She's another administrator. Rachel's face falls for just a second, then composes. I see. So my test is evolving. Yes, you need to learn to welcome other administrators without jealousy. She nods, swallowing her pain. Diana asks me one day who Rachel is. She's nobody, just crashing, here temporarily. She looks at you like you're her entire world. Yeah, she's got some issues. Diana seems uncomfortable but doesn't push it. Eventually Diana stops coming around too, says the vibe is too weird. They all leave eventually once they see Rachel. She's like a ghost haunting my apartment, a monument to my cruelty. 2 years become 3 years. Rachel is permanently broken now, no question. Talks to herself constantly, records voice memos about her progress, finds one of her recordings on her phone. Day 1247 in the simulation, I have almost shed all attachments. He brought another woman home today and I felt only peace. The overlords are pleased with my evolution. Soon I will transcend this plane entirely. Day 1247, she's been counting every single day. She's been documenting her own psychological destruction in real time. Any normal person would feel remorse, guilt, anything. I just feel tired of the whole situation. But it's too late to fix it. The damage is permanent. She's institutionalized in her own mind now, no building necessary. Continue seeing other people. She continues not caring. This is just life now, sustainable horror. Meet my friend Dave for drinks. He asks about my relationship status. It's complicated. You seeing anyone? Several people. Nice man living the dream. If only he knew this isn't a dream. It's a nightmare I created. Come home that night, Rachel has made dinner. First time she's cooked in months. What's the occasion? Today marks 3 years since you told me the truth. I wanted to celebrate. She's celebrating the day I ruined her life. Sit down, eat the food. It's actually good. She watches me eat with adoring eyes. Thank you for everything. Sure. After dinner, she shows me a new journal. I've been documenting everything, every test, every lesson. Maybe one day this will help others who are chosen. She's written hundreds of pages justifying every terrible thing I've done. It's a manual for how to gaslight yourself. That's great. She beams with pride. Fake therapist Marcus texts me, I can't do this anymore. For real this time, I'm out. How much to stay? It's not about money anymore, man. I see her face in my dreams. She's haunted. We haunted her. Fine, whatever. You're out. Tell Rachel that Marcus ascended to a higher dimension. He's no longer in physical form? Exactly. He completed his mission. She cries happy tears. I'm so proud of him. Proud of my dropout friend who I paid to reinforce her delusions. The absurdity is almost funny. Almost. Continue this existence indefinitely. She's still here, still believing, still broken. I'm still here, still lying, still empty inside. Sometimes wonder if I'm the one really trapped in a simulation, a hell of my own making, where I'm the villain and can't escape the role. But then I remember I can leave anytime, she can't. I built her prison with words and she furnished it with belief. She still tells me she loves me every day. I still never say it back. She still thinks she's going to ascend, she never will. This is the bad ending. No redemption arc, no realization, no growth. Just two people, one destroyed, one destroyer. And somehow she's still grateful. My face when I realize I've created a person who thanks me for their own psychological torture. That feel when you're objectively a terrible human being and face no consequences because your victim thinks their suffering is enlightenment.